Alright, what's up guys, Poison here, and we're back from our Saturday Screw Around. Now before we get into that, I just want to say that this week has been a very productive week for me. So, we're going to leave out Payday 2 content, because I don't know when the hell those were uploaded. But, basically we've had a full week of content. So, Monday we had Splatoon, Tuesday we had more Splatoon, plus a Topic Tuesday, Wednesday was Android Time, plus Ender Kids, Undertale, Pacifist Run, Thursday was the final Splatoon video, and then Friday was a vaping video, a review. And then there's, of course, today, what you're seeing right now. And then there's tomorrow's Demon's Cross. So, it's been a very productive week. I've had at least one video go up every day, which is nice. That's what every YouTuber should aspire to do, But about Narcissu, so apparently this game has 8 chapters. We are barely on chapter 3, as you can see right here. Or it doesn't say chapter 3. It doesn't say what chapter we're on. Oh, shit. Where are we at? You see, we lost, and I think it was really more. Hall space. Before we get into this, I swear I thought we were on chapter 3, which we were last time. I don't know where we are right now. So last episode, our father comes to visit us in the hospital, and we end up stealing his car keys. Then we go to the girl, I don't remember her name, because honestly, I play this game once a week when I record. So I don't remember what the hell happened, but, yeah, we took the dad's car keys, we went and got the other girl, and then we left the hospital. Halfway through, we realized that, we shouldn't be in hospital pajamas, that's gonna be weird. So we went to a laundromat and stole some clothes, and then we got dressed in them. Then we went and got food, and it was raining, and then that's where it ended. That's where I cut the video. So, here we are again, as soon as nothing was real anymore. My time was at a standstill. I piled useless trivia upon useless trivia, drew information from the TV and TV line. Also, real quick, I want to start this out. Like I said, there's 8 chapters in this game. There's 9 chapters along with the prologue in Narcissu 2nd. Would you guys want to see me play Narcissu Part 2? Is that something you guys want to see, yes or no? I would like to know before I start recording, because if no one wants to see it, then I'm not going to put it up. I don't feel like putting up content if no one's going to bother watching it, so that's just what I want to know. But yeah, let's see. And soon, nothing was real anymore, fading away into hollow space. But I love looking at maps. Trains, cars, I love things that could take me places. I spread out maps on top of my narrow bed. I changed routes over and over and over. Sedans, coupes, convertibles, rode on so many different kinds of cars. The number one route continuing on forever. I ran on that road forever and ever and ever. Indigo blue skies, beautiful coastlines. I ran until I came at last to these places sketched in my dreams. Slowly tracing past the arc of a cape. Running on the white sand of a beach, the sun to my back. If I but closed my eyes, I could go anywhere. Toward landscapes that I had never seen with my own eyes, longing for the soil upon which I could never hope to tread. My useless stockpile trivia was the only thing that increased. All emptiness, all the colors of yearning. I don't remember this. What the hell happened? Seriously, last time the sky after the rain. The high-flying clouds, streaming by knife-edge shapes. The unique swishing sound of tire on wet asphalt. And through it all, there we were, driving along as always. No destination, just a desire to keep going no matter what. It wasn't as if I was looking to go to Ajwe at all. We didn't even have the gas money to get there anyway. But I drove straight ahead on unfamiliar roads, even as I thought these thoughts. But where were we? I was forced to wonder. I don't know my geography very well to begin with, and I was seeing all sorts of places of names I didn't recognize. I had planned on driving onto the ends of the earth, but with the GPS navigation system broken, I had no idea anymore. And before I knew it, I started looking around anxiously at the street signs as I drove. I don't know at all. What? Well, I don't know where we are right now. She said something to me, and I'd given her a casual response, because she probably wasn't going to know even if I asked her. Iruma District, Saitama Prefecture. What? The next right leads to this number 16 route toward Hakiuji? You knew all this? Did you happen to live around here or something? No, nothing like that at all. Sorry, we do have a little puppy here who is honestly biting and eating everything. He's going through that phase. And it's like, no, stop eating that. Wait. Oh, I thought I heard him biting something. I'm like, no. No, nothing like that at all. It was a surprise. No, it wasn't just surprising. It was nothing short of a miracle that she knew the roads to this detail. Give me one more second. Kodiak! Because no matter how I looked at it, she didn't seem to have driven around all that much herself. Then could it be, do you know the way from here to Awaji Island? I don't understand why you're asking. Well, see, we might be able to get there on normal highways without having to get on the tollways. And we might just have enough gas to get us there. Do you want to go there? Well, no, that's not what I meant. Then don't ask me. With those words, she fell silent. And she turned to face the window with as frosty a demeanor as ever. But she wasn't looking at the passing scenery. It felt like she was staring at something in the unreachable distance. Her. Then don't ask me. Just what the hell was that supposed to mean? How would she have replied if I told her I was planning on going? We simply continued on, no purpose, no aim. It wasn't as if we had a plan or schedule from the get-go. We just didn't want to die on 7F or at our oh-so-fake homes. But I, and maybe I alone, must have wanted something to show us the way, no matter what that way might be. January 22nd, 2005. Ooh, looks nice. It's cold. So it is. Some beach whose name I did not know we'd reached the sea before we'd known it. I'd been planning on heading west, but somehow it looked like I'd end up going south. A pitch black sky and a cold, windy waterfront. We both got out of the car and stared at the darkened sea. She stood apart from me as usual and stared into the distance where the black sky and ocean melted into the horizon's edge. And after seemingly taking in the view of an ocean for a while, she slowly started walking toward the beach. Hey, what do you think will happen? Now, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Do you think I'd be able to die at peace if I just walked into the sea? Those were her words as she slowly walked into the sands, her back turned to me. The fuck, bitch? I'm here with you, and you're just like, oh, you think I'll die if I walk into it? You probably will die, actually. You will probably get taken away by sea, and I doubt you're in enough, physical strength to get out of the ocean. The third time was the end. There was no fourth time. The choice was between dying on 7F and dying at home. Apparently no one had escaped this choice, except she's going to decide to die in the ocean, or sea, or whatever. Those were the words that she herself had spoken to me. And yet on her second time around, she told me that she didn't want to die on 7F or at home, so she's going to die at water. This was after she explained the rules to me, after her duty to me was already over. That's why I felt this is what she meant. I don't know, I've never drowned before. Well, obviously. Then if I walked into the sea right now, would you stop me? She turned her head to look at me, and she said this with the moon rising in the dark heavens as her backdrop. And her gaze, which had always been so far away, was directed straight at me. I don't know, I'd have to see when the time came. I guess so. She then turned her back to me and slowly started walking towards the sea once more. Hey, tell me, what is it? Do you want to be stopped? Upon hearing my words, she stopped short of the waves. A strong wind kicked up a spray that beat against her feet. If you want to be stopped, then I'll stop you. Not really, that's not it at all. Then it'll be fine if I don't stop you, right? There was no reply to my question, but her feet did not move any further either, so that was her answer then and there. Well then. Oh well then. The high heavens of winter, blue and clear almost to the point of morning. I don't know what the fuck. Strong north winds beating against the electric wires overhead. I want to know, how the hell do people do this? Because I know that there are legitimate YouTube channels who do nothing but read visual novels all day. It's really? I don't see how people could do this. The silver coupe reflecting that blue sky on its shining frame. Honestly, I'm going to cut this video at 20 minutes. We're currently at 9 minutes. I don't want to, waste time. With me at its wheel and with her in the passenger seat as per usual. I didn't know where this was, but the real problem was that we were going to run out of gas soon. We didn't have that much money to begin with, and after various convenience store purchases, we had even less. Only about 7,000 yen left, that's $70. Of course, I had no idea how many liters this car took, but we probably had enough money to fill the tank once. We still didn't really have a destination or anything, but if we didn't fill up, we could not go anywhere anymore. I'm going to fill up on gas. I see. And with that, I turned the steering wheel and drove into a gas station that was coming into view. Welcome. Will you be paying with credit or cash? Cash, please. Regular or premium? Regular? Premium? I had no idea. Well, then again, I had no idea about anything in this car. And on top of that, it had been a long time since those driver's license classes. Which one would you like? Well, there I was lost for words, and there stood the gas station attendant waiting for me. And then just as I was about to answer at random because I didn't care which one of the two it was, she spoke from the passenger seat. Regular, please. Huh? Oh, okay. Regular then. Okay then. Regular full tank paying with cash? Yeah, that'll be all. Okay then, thank you very much. The attendant skillfully began his operation with those cheerful words. The strangely disagreeable smell of gasoline wafted in from the window that opened roughly 10 centimeters. Hey, are you sure that this thing takes regular? She said nothing at all to this and just pointed at the prices listed. Oh, so that was it. It was cheaper this way. I didn't understand it very well, but I didn't think there was very much difference in price. That's a horrible way to own a car, seriously. So I do drive. I don't have my own car yet. I will be getting one hopefully by the end of this month, actually, or middle of June. And I get bitched at all the time by everyone. And I mean everyone, not just my mom, not just my stepdad, but like my brothers, sisters, everyone. You need to know what gas your car takes. You need to know what gas your car takes. And I'm like, okay, calm down. They're like, no. If you want the car you want, which I want a Volvo S60, they're like, no, you have to be sure about your car's gas because if it messes up, your whole car is going to be a pain in the ass to fix. I'm like, okay, seriously, I get it. There's a difference in gas, I know. And then I saw the gasoline meter and the number of liters being displayed. 25, 26, 27, 28. The numbers are going by at incredible speed. Maybe I'd made a mistake. I began to get a little worried as I watched those numbers climb. I told him to fill the tank a while back, but I didn't have that much money on hand. Even with the coins, I only had about 7,000 yen, and of course I hadn't known how many liters this tank took. What was I going to do if I didn't have enough money? I did some quick calculation and realized that after 60 liters, I wouldn't have enough. 38, 39, 40, 41. The numbers kept climbing without slackening pace, and I became more and more worried over something I usually don't give a second thought to. Damn, how many liters does this thing take? I let the words out before I knew it. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. Huh? This is a 50-liter tank, see? And just as she said, the gasoline meter stopped between 47 and 48. The sound of her receipt being printed out, and then the attendant at my window again. Thank you for waiting. The total comes out to 5,240 yen. Oh, okay, here. I took out 5,000 yen note and a crumpled 1,000 yen note from my pocket and I handed them to the attendant. Alright, then your change comes to 760 yen. Here's a receipt. Thank you for your business. I turned straight out onto the road upon hearing the attendant's cheerful voice. The silver coupe now in motion once more. On the bright side, I was no longer worried about running out of gas. On the not so bright side, we only had about 2,000 yen left. This worried me, but there was something that preoccupied me much more. Hey, question. Could it be that you're an expert on cars too? Not really. What do you mean, not really? You knew that this car took 50 liters of gas, didn't you? Of course, it may well have been that this kind of thing was absolutely common knowledge that I just didn't have. But she'd proven that she was an expert on these roads not so long ago. Having been caught by surprise twice now, I took out the vehicle specification from the glove compartment. And of course you know the make and model of the car as well, don't you? Is that a question? You can think of this as a quiz if you want. Integra Type R Coupe. Correct, and the specs? 99 model, 5-speed, max 200 horsepower. I had no expectation that she'd actually answer. I almost involuntarily followed along on the vehicle spec sheet as she rattled off figures with total disinterest. Length 4,280, width 1695, engine displacement 1,797 cc. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Do you want me to go on? No, it's alright, you're correct. I put the vehicle spec sheet back in its place. I couldn't believe my ears, but she nailed every single specification. I didn't think one could just memorize these things, and I couldn't even venture a guess as to why she had. But right before my eyes, she had gotten every single spec correct. And thinking back to the roads and flowers, I was getting the impression that she knew a lot about a lot. Hey, just why do you know so much about everything? My bad. It's nothing, it's just that I'm older than you. And with that bare response, she went back to her usual silence. Ugh, excuse me. With her staring out the window again, I didn't find myself able to throw any more questions at her. Older? It really didn't look that way at all, but this was something she'd said before too. Her name was Satsumi. Her blood type was O. Those were written on her white ID bracelet. There was very little indication to show me that she was older than me at all. Are we done with this chapter? What's going on? Around when the sun started peeking out from under the clouds. The silver coupe speeding along. No destination, no place to go. Just running forward. No more worries about gasoline either, but no money either. Alright, sorry, I had to go take care of something. No more worries about gasoline, but no more money either. Only about 2,000 yen left. Only enough for 3 to 4 more days at most of convenience store food. Alright, so now what do you want to do? I have no idea what you mean by that. I mean that we have no more money left. And so? Look, her appearance is unchanging as ever. And this conversation we were having while eating rice balls, both God damn it. I accidentally right-clicked, eating rice balls bought at a convenience store not long ago. Finally, the fact that even if we were driving along like this, we were using up gasoline little by little. Maybe it might have been better to just stay still without doing anything at all. But it was impossible for me to stay still without doing anything, without shooting for anything. I don't know why you started yawning. And I keep driving with these feelings at heart. If we just kept driving on normal highways, we'd run out of gas in about 3 days. Likewise, we only had enough for 3 to 4 days worth of food with the 2,000 yen we had left. We were obviously going to become too poor to do anything soon enough. Hey, do you want to try going to this Awaji Island? No reply, she just kept staring out the window as per usual. I think I might want to. Why? Well, it wasn't as if we'd escaped from 7F with any goal or destination in mind, because east or west, no matter where, anything was fine with me. But maybe that's why I wanted a goal and destination, because anything was fine with me. Give me 1 second. Around when the daylight had given over to the darkness of night, I had stopped the car in a parking lot of pachinko parlor. I believe pachinko is that one like metal ball game where you like drop a ball and it like bounces off the little things. I'm not sure. Obviously, I wasn't planning on winning any money through pachinko or slots. I knew that there wasn't much I could do on just 2,000 yen alone, $20. But if I were skillful enough, I just might be able to swipe 10,000 or 20,000 yen. So $100, $200. But that was my guess based on the many times I've been to pachinko parlors in the past. If I only had that much, we'd be okay in the first place, and we might even be able to get to Waji Island on that much. And so, I told her about the plan that I had just thought up. How about it? Want to try it out? No. Okay, very well. I'd expected it, but she shot me down immediately. I hadn't hoped that she'd cooperate with me in the first place. And I told her about my plan as a fake accomplice. I'm like, wait, I've never seen that word. Accomplish. Not because I want her aid in it. Alright, then wait here. I got out of the car and started to pachinko parlor learn. A learn? What's a learn? It was more crowded than I thought. Lots of pachinko balls, lots of people, and more importantly, cash boxes crowded everywhere. As good a place as any. And thinking this, I headed over to the slot machines. I inspected them from the corridor for a while, and after having finished my survey, I focused on one set of machines. Lots of middle-aged salarymen, alright, up to 4 boxes at their feet and up to 2 on racks above them. And an empty stand separating each one. From what I'd seen before, these men hadn't come with acquaintances or friends. This satisfied the requirements. Perhaps in a place like this, no one would notice if I swiped one of those cash boxes. And in a store like this, each one probably held 20,000 yen or so. And with just that much, I just kept waiting there for one of the salarymen to go to the bathroom. After a little while, after roughly 30 minutes had passed, a salaryman finally stood up from his seat, and after I tailed him a bit to make sure he was going to the bathroom, I dashed back to the stand that he'd occupied, and watching the people who were hitting the slots and at the attendants, I slowly approached the stand. Then, so as not to raise any suspicion, as if I were the most natural thing in the world, I swiped one of the cash boxes underfoot. That moment, coins scattered everywhere with a thunderous noise. I'd been meaning to pick it up. No, I really had picked it up with my very own hands, but they were unable to bear that weight, and the cash box crashed into the floor. Everyone turned in my direction to see what the commotion was all about. I got the feeling that someone was shouting. I got the feeling that someone was running toward me, but that was all behind me. I had already bolted and was less than 2 meters away from the entrance to the establishment by then. I put the engines in ignition in a hurry and floored the pedal. And when I spun the wheel to make my hasty getaway, just then... Aw, shit, did she just run someone over? Okay, I'd run against the curb or something as I turned to make my getaway. Thus the horrible crunching sound. But I accelerated into the road before me without giving it a second thought. My suddenly constricting, out-of-breath chest and the silver coupe speeding out of daylight and into darkness. I was concerned about the crash a little while ago, but I had to distance myself from that place now. And soon, after 10 minutes, a fair distance away from that pachinko parlor, I stopped at a road sign and started to get out to inspect the damage. Are things okay? Yeah, it doesn't look too serious. She sounded slightly worried as she called out to me. I answered her as I inspected the damage. There was just a bump in the rear fender and a small crack in the muffler. Didn't look as if there would be any problem driving like this. Okay, so she said fender, right? There was just a bump in the rear fender. Okay, that's nothing. Crack in the muffler, I'm not sure about that, honestly. I don't know. I don't think that would present a problem, honestly. I let outside somewhat relieved. That sucked. I thought back at what had just happened at the pachinko parlor. I'd slipped up there, but I had been a little more skillful. I might have pulled it off. And the reason I wasn't able to hold onto that cash box was because it had been a while since I'd lifted something heavy. If I had held onto it with all my strength from the outset, I might have been able to make it. So you miscalculated, huh? The current you can't do with the former you could have. She spoke as if she'd seen straight through me. But that kind of weight? So it's best not to think of it the same way. Perhaps she was right. I didn't want to admit how changed I was. Fair enough, I hadn't anticipated all that, but I could grow this week. Then, what should I do? No answer. Eyes turned silent toward the window, staring into the dark night sky. This is probably the way she was telling me to give up. Hey, we just finished Chapter 3 map. So, we're going to move on to Chapter 4 to Emerald Sea next time. So, one thing though, I guess I'll keep playing this game every Saturday until I finish it, because we have 5 more chapters, including Chapter 4. So we have Chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're done. I still want to know, do you guys want to see me play Narcissu 2? Or should I just stop playing Narcissu altogether for my channel? I'm still going to play this game just so I could, I'm still going to play this game so I can get all the achievements. But if you guys don't want to see the game anymore after I'm done, just let me know, please. I'm going to ask every episode. Hopefully someone will answer sooner or later. But, yeah. Until next time, have an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow with Demon's Cross. And Monday we start Battlefield 3. So until then, have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Bye.